I'd like to bring this meeting to order.
Adequate notice of this meeting was provided in accordance with Chapter 231, Public Law 1975.
Invocation, solemn meditation, please. Also in memory of Jack Serency, who is a previous freeholder and a hell of a gentleman. Pledge allegiance. Commissioner, correct?
I'll stand.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Here.
Commissioner Loeb. Present. Commissioner Sorrow.
Here.
Commissioner Marchand.
Here.
Commissioner Taylor. Present. Deputy Director Romero.
Present.
Director Soleo.
Here.
Do I have a motion and second to accept and dispense with the reading of the minutes from the last public meeting?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Madam Clerk.
In correspondence dated August 2nd, 2024, the Township of Blairstown notified the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners passage of a Resolution 2024-73 at a meeting held on July 24th, 2024, urging state leaders to support online legal notices. In correspondence dated August 14th, 2024, Atlantic City Electric gave notice of filing of public hearings in the matter of provision of basic generation services for the period beginning June 1st, 2025, BPU docket number ER 240309191. In correspondence dated August 22nd, 2024, the County of Sussex notified the Cumberland County Board of County Commissioners of a resolution adopted at a meeting held on August 21st, 2024, urging state leaders to pass legislation to authorize all local governments and school boards to electronically publish legal notice. In correspondence dated July 22nd, 2024, the Mercer County Board of County Commissioners advised the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners of Resolution 2024-442 adopted at a meeting held on July 18th, 2024, supporting Senate Bill 2346 and Assembly Bill 2258, creating a Code Red Alert pilot program to shelter at-risk individuals during extreme heat and air quality events. In correspondence dated September 19, 2024, Ethan Aronoff, President of the Millville Public Library Board of Trustees, advised the Board of Commissioners of the role Jerry Velasquez and the CCIA performed on behalf of the Millville Public Library's renovation and expansion plans to assist the library in a solar energy resource in 2025. Do I have a motion and second to open public comment on resolutions only?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye. Public comment, please. Resolutions only.
Good evening, Commissioners. Good evening, public. Unfortunately, the prosecutor couldn't be here today. She's not feeling well, and she asked that I attend and make a few comments. My name is Tracy Swan, and I'm the Public Safety Reform Strategist, part of the Community Justice Unit, which is part of the prosecutor's office. It's a little dark in here, so I'll need my reading glasses. As you can see on your agenda tonight, there are several resolutions dealing with the work of our Community Justice Unit. Specifically, there are extensions of 5 federal grants to accept that have been secured and managed by the Community Justice Unit. They are Connect and Protect, which we call Embed, CC Inc., Stop School Violence, Children Exposed to Violence, and CASUP, which we call Freedom Plus. Collectively, these grants have brought in $3.168 million to the county. And I'd like to tell you about one of these projects now, and another one during the second public comments section. So our Embed project, which stands for Effective Mental and Behavioral Health Emergency Diversion, it's a mouthful, focuses on individuals with mental illness or co-occurring mental illness and substance use disorder who come into contact with the police, whether this be on scene or at the station, and the idea is to divert them from arrests and potential incarceration. The project consists of 3 main components. First, it includes embedding a social worker in the Millville Police Department to work with these individuals. 2, it delivers countywide training for law enforcement on crisis intervention, mental health first aid, and de-escalation, so that police can better handle individuals in need. And third, it provides 24/7 countywide on-call crisis response to assist at police incident scenes, which we fulfill through our Arrive Together co-responder project that you heard about at the August Commissioners meeting. Embed is a federal Bureau of Justice grant in the amount of nearly $550,000. And we're going into our 4th year with this project. And I'd like to share with you some specific details about the embedding the social worker in the Millville Police Department strategy component that is part of that project. So we call this person a resource coach, and they are an Inspira employee. We partner with Inspira on this. And that person's been embedded in the Millville Police Department since the beginning of 2024. So from January to the end of August, there have been 73 referrals of individuals in need who are experiencing chronic, very severe mental health issues. A majority of them are unemployed, and a majority of them are homeless. Nearly 54% of those referred individuals have actually engaged with this resource coach to receive services. And so when you're talking about the severely mentally ill population, this is a percentage to be very proud of. And this speaks to two reasons why. One, there's this incredible amount of trust between the community and the Millville Police Department. They show up at the department looking for help, and the police are able to refer them to this research coach. And the ability of the research coach to be able to effectively engage with these individuals and actually follow through and get them the help that they're looking for. So they see that, hey, if I ask for this, I'm actually going to get it. I'm going to come back for more. I'm going to tell my other homeless friends to go and receive help as well. So 6 have been formally connected to and are engaging in mental health treatment.
Ms. Swan, you have 1 minute.
Thank you. 4 for substance abuse treatment, 2 for employment services, 15 for housing, which is amazing considering that there's a dearth of housing options for the homeless in Cumberland County, 6 for therapy or counseling services, and 2 for financial aid services. So we couldn't implement the strategy without Millville Police Department or Inspira. And we're also partnering with a Rowan professor to conduct an evaluation on this particular strategy. And we'll have more to report on in a few months, but we're especially interested in seeing if working with these individuals reduces the police calls for service for those individuals and then allows them to be able to spend their time on other urgent matters in the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Swan.
Thank you, Ms. Swan.
I was just thinking in the, since we have such a nice packed crowd today, we got sold out in this. Why don't we keep the department heads and any departments last, so we can allow the public.
Sorry.
No, it was just it was an afterthought.
It's on the agenda.
And this way the public can get their chance to speak and, bring things to, because it's public, notification. So please, let's talk about the public first. So anybody from the public, please rise and state your name and where you're from, and you have 5 minutes.
Good evening, Commission. William Beck. I live in Millville, New Jersey. I'm also with the Cumberland County Library Commission. So I see on your agenda this evening you have Resolution 2024-596, resolution authorizing creation of specifications and advertising of requests for proposals for design of a county library branch building in Morris River Township. I'm just here to encourage a yes vote on this. I think this will be fantastic for the people of Morris River Township and the southeast part of the county. That's pretty much it. I'm just here to give my support for it.
Thank you.
Prepared remarks. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Anyone else for public comment on resolutions only? Go ahead.
Motion to close. Second.
All in favor?
Director, is it already, you're going to?
Well, now we'll just do department heads, because that was public. We're gonna just, are there any department heads need to speak to any issues at this point in time that they'd like to bring to our attention?
No.
Okay, now we can move on.
Going to the consent agenda.
Please.
When voting on resolutions, all matters listed under the consent agenda are considered to be routine in nature and having been reviewed by the Board of County Commissioners will be enacted by one motion. Any item may be removed from the consent agenda at the request of any commissioner board member, and if so removed, will be treated as a separate matter. Any items requiring expenditure are supported by a certification of availability of funds. Do I have a motion and second to vote by consent agenda on resolutions 2024-538 through 2024-570?
So moved.
Second. Commissioner Albrecht.
I just have there's some things here, and I've talked to you about this, Director, that especially 530, just the idea of this,
What number, I'm sorry?
550.
550?
I've asked, this is on workforce development money. I have no problem with that, voting for it, but there was a report done.
Thank you very much. I give you applause, Mr. Ritter, thank you.
There was a study done on this, Bridgeton, with the, can we get a copy of that study of workforce development, Bridgeton, with our CATS bus system?
That would be somebody in the CAS department, I think Mr. Sorrow or somebody else, maybe Mrs. Leonardo has that.
Right, if it could be forwarded, I really appreciate it, to every commissioner, it also should be forwarded to. So, so I'll vote for everything, but I think we should hear
Is that
that
the one
report.
where it's-
Yeah, this is
just a question?
550, it's
Okay.
550, and it's the access and having workforce development.
The commission would like access to the report, and if you want, maybe give a little summary, if you want.
So for the transportation, so that actually, we're the Workforce Development Board itself. The report that you are requesting is from the Employment and Training side of the house, which is a separate division than my department. However, I can certainly bring that back. I know Jamie is listening as we speak, so we will make sure that the entire board would like a copy of it.
Is that,
That's fine with me.
yeah,
That's
that would
what
be.
you desire.
If you could.
Listed on our-
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll make that available.
All right,
Thank you.
Thanks, all right, go ahead, so,
Is that it?
yeah.
Commissioner
that's-
Lodes? Yes. Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Do I have a motion and second to adopt resolutions 2024-538 through 2024-570 by consent? Do I have a motion?
Second.
Commissioner
Director?
Yes.
I don't, 533, I don't see it. I don't see it on my new program, that's the reason why I'm asking.
533?
533 had to do with a grant for CATS, right? I have to abstain from that. If there's one there.
Is that-
I don't see it.
I don't see 533.
Okay.
But that, I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Gave up,
I think that was the
yeah.
last meeting.
I think it was last time.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Okay.
You did
so-
abstain from that last time, I didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes. Yes.
Sorry.
You're
Okay.
right.
Commissioner Rhodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolutions 2024-571. Resolution awarding contract for specifications for 2024 overlay program, City of Bridgeton and Vineland in townships of Commercial, Deerfield, Down, Fairfield, and Upper Deerfield, Cumberland County, New Jersey, bid number 24-34. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-572, resolution awarding contract for specifications for 2024 drainage improvements, various municipalities, Cumberland County, New Jersey, bid number 24-35. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-573, Resolution authorizing purchase from New Jersey state contract vendor for APX all bands, portable radios, and associated accessories, Minitor 6-pagers with accessories, and APX 900, 700 megahertz radios and accessories, and APX 6000 radios with accessories for various county first responders. Do I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-574, resolution authorizing purchase from New Jersey state contract vendor for purchase of two 2025 Chevy Tahoe Police Patrol Package 4x4 for the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes, and I'm very happy to see that's from a local dealer.
Resolution 2024-574, 5, resolution authorizing purchase from the New Jersey state contract vendor for upfitting of two 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe Police Patrol Package 4x4 for the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-576, resolution approving change order number 3 to contract for the Rowan Medicine Building. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
I have questions on this.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to figure out how, somebody's got to justify this for me, because it has to do with electricity, okay, in the building of the facility, $54,485. Can somebody help me out with this?
So,
I mean, I went through a lot of the actual line, item, and it just drives me crazy that we're going to be responsible for this.
this is the absolute final change order, closes out the project. So there's 3 separate entities that are occupying the building. The last 2, I believe, have just started moving in this month. The first one had moved in back when there was the ribbon cutting, I think, in spring, summer. So as they're going through, they're finding some things about, like, okay, well, we need Cat 6 run from this location to this location because we're going to have desks here, or we're going to have a nursing station here. So this is just cleanup as far as they get in there, and then they start making these final requests. So, well, this is what how we would really want this laid out
And outfitting it
for the 3
vendors that
units
are-
in row.
yeah.
So this is like the third part of it, that you say the third part, this is like another entity that moved in that,
Because it's Risen is one entity, there's CARES, and then, I forget the last one. But the lease with Rowan University had 3 tenants in there. that were
When did they
all
start
partners.
paying for the electric?
So they start paying the second that they moved, the CO was issued. So all the meters should have been turned over to them, I think, in June.
so this is, so it's not like an electric bill, it's the final details of where they're moving whatever wires to
Right,
whatever.
it's mostly data that they're running. And then there's a couple other, like doing frosting on some glass panes, and then just kind of restructuring the layout a bit. But then, yeah, this is the final, the retainage will then be paid out to the contractor, and then this is done.
Well, I just guess what fascinates me is that, you know, all the bidding I've done on jobs, you go by the print. I mean, nobody figured this out beforehand, that the people of Cumberland County have to pay this kind of money for extras.
Well, when the bid was originally designed, Virtual wasn't yet a partner. So Rowan University had been trying to design the building based on what they had in Gloucester. And then Virtual came in, I want to say January
I do
of
recall.
last year.
I do recall.
And then there were some modifications that needed to be made to what met their needs too, which included networking too.
All right, okay. I just had to get.
There were some lines too that weren't complementary to each other or something too.
Can I comment?
Yeah, please.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So this is the project that the improvement authority worked on with the county. The change order is kind of unusual because the project's $890,000 under budget. The change order is not really an addition. It's an addition to the work that was completed at the time before Virtua switched over. It was initially Inspira and then Virtua. So when they came in, they changed the systems. So the total project is about $900,000 under budget, even with this change order. So it just so happened that the people changed, the partners changed, overall project's under budget. We got this done, there was a modification made, so only way we could do this is by change order, because we already changed the contract to come down to the 800,000, so then we gotta bump it back up. So technically, it is a change order, but it's still
All right, okay.
You
credit.
change the color of the drapes, you just.
Well, it's more than that, it's just Inspira and
Virtual.
Virtua, they don't use the same system, so.
And I think I remember that actually being in place.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You know, when you see a resolution like this, Mr. Glasper, you know, you gotta wonder where or why this is happening, so I'm glad you gave the explanation.
Yeah,
Okay.
so what we do, every time there's a change, we send information to Jeff, Hal, and the crew, and we copy our two liaisons, so we try and keep everybody in the loop. But a lot of moving parts, but I just wanted to make sure everybody knew.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-577, resolution authorizing purchase from the New Jersey contract vendor for the purchase of 22 sets of survival armor, Peacekeeper Level 2 armor for the Cumberland County Department of Corrections. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-578, resolution authorizing purchase from New Jersey State contract vendor for data development for migration to Motorola Flex CAD and RMS software system for the 9/11 Communications Center. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes. Is Gabe Scarp on the phone?
Yes. He is.
Gabe, are you there?
I'm here.
I know that we've been spending money on this, on the program for some time now. What's the progress on the Flex system?
I have to defer that to Ms. Bowen. She's in charge of that project.
Is Dawn available or no?
I am on.
All right, yeah, if you just want to fill us in a little bit on your progress, I would really appreciate it.
Absolutely. As you know, this project has been going for 3 years now, but we are in the end stages, and we are looking at a go-live date of January. This is the last piece to put in place. The Sheriff's Department and as well as 911 have been actively working to get to the finish line, and it is finally in sight. So we're hoping for, like I said, a January go live.
Perfect, sounds great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Resolution 2024-579, resolution amending Resolution 2020-296 and 2023-694 in order to accept a grant extension of 1 additional year for the fiscal year 2020, preventing school violence, Stop School Violence program. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
I have a question. Ms. Swan Ms. Swan, sorry, when you were talking, can we get information on, like, you pointed out a lot of the different programs. I'm just going to generalize all, so it's to say that you've had feedback that I'm thinking of mental health, but all these programs that the prosecutor's office is working on, how they affect or what they think, because sometimes you don't know what you've changed, but a report or an idea of how successful over time these have been, because these are extensions, a lot of them, what did the program does and who it benefits. You mentioned the Millville Police Department, the one program, but a lot of stuff you guys are doing is county-wide.
Yes.
And so we have a better understanding going forward. You know, it's great every year to get the grants, but sometimes, and I'm not knocking any of these programs, but it maybe if they're not working, what do we do
You mean
differently?
like a progress report?
Yeah, well, I hope I'm alluding to that, a progress report, but an idea of who we're affecting, what we're changing, if it's actually money worth program, instead of going a different direction and trying a different tact.
In other words, can you show us results?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think the school districts all do provide you with data showing that incidences of violence have gone down, correct?
Well, on the Stop School Violence grant in particular, the one that you're about to vote on, that grant has been, it's a grant of like $210,000. It's been working specifically to map all of the public school buildings in the case of a active shooter incident. And it also has allowed for training between school personnel and law enforcement. If there is a critical incident in the school, how to handle it, what to do, areas of communication, where parents can meet their children, things like that. So we certainly can. We would love to do a presentation for all commissioners on our programs over at the Community Justice Unit because we have a lot. And I come from a background of data and evaluation, so there's no project we work on that isn't collecting data and showing that we're making a difference.
Listen, here's the reason why we ask this. There's so many times that we, I mean, literally hundreds of grants that we okay, right? And many times we never even know what the results are or whether they're even working. And I probably, you know, most likely they are working. But the board, I've never gotten any kind of result. And I think it would be great for us to know, you know, what direction we're going in.
Sure.
So, and then doing that, you know, do we make a change?
Absolutely.
So this is the reason why we're asking.
Yeah,
And
we're completely open to that.
And I'm going to say the prosecutor mentioned this 2 weeks ago that the program they have, they insert people into that they're working with the police department. You know, I've attended some of those opening ceremonies, but asking some of the police departments, is this really something that is worthwhile? And they said it absolutely has, because it's relieved them of some of the pressure, and because someone else is handling it. And so to me that kind of changed. All right, I see where this is going, and you guys are expanding, which is great. So, all right.
Absolutely, no problem.
All right, thank you.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-580, resolution amending resolutions 2020-211 and 2023-507 in order to accept a grant extension of 1 additional year for the fiscal year 2020 Strategies to Support Children Exposed to Violence Grant Program. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-581, resolution approving budget amendment SFY's 2025 SNAP admin funding, $52,171. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes, yes, and yes.
Resolution 2024-582, resolution authorizing purchase from New Jersey State contract vendor for 18 HP Elite 1 G9 all-in-one computers with 18 HP CarePack active care hardware, support extended warranty for 3 years for the Division of Employment and Training. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-583, resolution authorizing approval to submit a grant application to execute a grant agreement with the State of New Jersey Department of Human Services, Division of Family Development, SFY 2025 SNAP Admin Funding Grant. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-584, resolution authorizing application and continuation of the shared service agreement with the City of Vineland, the City of Millville, and the City of Bridgeton for the fiscal year 2024 Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-585, resolution rescinding resolution 2024-774, authorizing purchase from New Jersey State contract vendor for Division of Social Services phone system support in accordance with New Jersey State Contract 1 NJCP-80802. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-586, resolution authorizing purchase from New Jersey State contract vendor for Avia telephone upgrade, including proprietary software, hardware, and professional services for the Division of Social Services. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes, and I hope, but this is to take care of software, our phone system that's dying, so that's out of date, and I don't know if Fields wants to say something, but this is a necessary thing that we have to invest in.
Who could speak
This
up?
one's specific to social services. but
Well, I
that
saw the
is-
social services, but down the road too.
Yeah, there's 3 resolutions all related to the same
Yeah,
thing. Sorry.
okay, just so people know what we're trying
Ms.
to do.
Golden, would you like to speak to that at all?
No, just, you know,
Okay.
it's an old system, needs to be
Okay, very good.
replaced.
Thank you.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-587, resolution authorizing purchase from New Jersey State contract vendor for the phone system support for the Division of Social Services. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-588, resolution canceling expired contracts for September 2024 covering materials, services, and supplies. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-589, resolution authorizing purchases from state contract vendors. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-590, resolution authorizing Cumberland County by and through its Department of Human Services to submit a renewal application for the Children's System of Care Funded South Jersey Initiative, contract number 25NJFR. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-591, resolution approving change order number 1 to contract for providing various medical laboratory testing services for the County of Cumberland, RFP number 22-01. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
The
Questions?
Director.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
This, this is a big, we're just extended a contract and they've gone up 119%, 120% they've gone up. And did we go out, farm it out to see if anybody else was interested in this instead of
It
just?
was originally done through an RFP process. This change order is a result of COVID testing.
Well,
We do that much.
we're still doing, this is still out of the,
They're getting tested weekly.
this is still out of the jail, and we still have to do this because of the lawsuit stuff that we settled. Is that,
Every employee and inmate is getting tested weekly, correct?
okay, but there's.
Mr. Ridgway,
we
did they
never-
also change
This is
the
the-
testing procedure? Did I read that?
Yeah,
I
there was
have
a
to
change.
defer to Chuck
They
on
did-
that
they
and
did-
when it would take
Okay.
place, but this is largely because the testing up to this point too. So if we had a contract for X amount and we've been doing COVID testing over and above what we expected, this covers what we
But we
You asked
did-
us
Basically burned up the
testing.
rest.
Yes.
It's a cheaper test.
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, he
Yes.
did.
Right.
But we
They're
did,
doing the
we
rapid
did,
tests.
we did go out to see if any other company was interested in it before we're doing this next,
This was done, I don't have the.
I know, it's the second, it's the second
2022
and
was the
final.
last time. Yeah, so that was the last time that we did a solicitation, and if memory serves, these guys were the only ones that were interested. So I think there was also a question of phlebotomy services at the time too, as part of the contract, and not a lot of lab testing companies were interested in providing that.
Are we still doing that? Is that still part of the contract?
Yeah, because it's not just COVID tests, it's a multitude of other things too. for
Right.
inmates.
Just it seems well, all right, okay.
Well, I'm not happy about it, but.
No, I'm not happy either, so it makes two of us, so.
I think there's another 6
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, but is there an alternative? You don't think there's an alternative?
At this
I
time.
don't think there is an alternative. I
Now
think
with
this
the
is
jail
mandated.
situation and,
What's that?
What's that?
What's that?
Isn't it, I mean, this is mandated, we don't have a choice
Yeah,
for that. I mean, as far as bidding, I guess, is what you're talking about then?
I'm not saying we don't do it, I just say that can we look around? Is it possible before we do it? If we're under pressure, there has to
The
be.
contract ends in a couple months anyway, like probably, I think early 2025, so you'll be getting that ready to go back out anyway, with no more renewal
We're
options.
forced to do it because it's mandated.
The great news is the suspension of the PCR testing was discussed.
Yeah, I get it,
Which
I'm
is
just
a lot more
saying that,
expensive.
do we look for, is there other companies who can do it? I'm not saying we don't do it.
Yeah, I think he's just talking about rebidding it, right?
Rebidding to
Yeah.
go, okay.
Yeah,
and
so
the
that'll be
Board of
coming
Health is
up.
also speaking
Okay.
about
All right.
another strain of COVID coming out, and just, it's only.
All right, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Director.
Commissioner Albrecht,
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-592, resolution authorizing the award of a non-fair and open contract for provision and installation of a public address 3-zone sound system at the Cumberland County Fairgrounds. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Question, please? Sure. On something like this, why is it a non-fair and open contract?
So,
I mean, the sound system, we would think that we would be able to get a couple people. Is there a reason why? Are we locked in? Is there something that was started and
they're
this is finishing
providing,
it?
yeah, they're providing the hardware, and Matt Pizarski may be able to answer this better than I, but,
Here he comes.
yeah. And as far as the purchasing compliance, because it's not fair and open, because we didn't do a public solicitation for it. So anything under 40,000, you just get a couple quotes and you're able to do it this way.
And we
It's faster.
did, we
All
did
right,
get,
well, no, I just would like to know. Go ahead, Matt.
so we did
More
get,
information.
we did get 2 quotes, this was the lowest quote.
Okay.
And stay below the 44,000.
Yes.
Got it. All right, thank you.
Yep, Director, just so people, they probably could read it, that this is that, there is no PA system relatively out there. This will actually be able to, if you're where the horses are, where they're, the ring, they can hear the PA all the way to the other side, so now really, you could actually have a general announcement being
And
made.
it's a matter of public safety
It's
as
a matter
well.
of public safety.
And another note, Arsenal is a local vendor as well.
Yes, they
Oh, no, I know.
And it's also part of our entire rebuild of the fairgrounds too.
Yeah.
So which the fences have gone in, we're looking, I mean, things are shaping up, so.
This is really in the interest of public safety.
Oh, absolutely.
It's good.
All right.
Continue.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-593, resolution memorializing and ratifying acceptance and execution of a grant agreement amendment for the Small City CDBG-CB2 grant program for the County of Cumberland. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-594, resolution approving budget amendment, Small City CDBG-CB2, $488,000. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-595, resolution authorizing the purchase of special equipment pursuant to bid waiver from State of New Jersey Attorney General per NJSA 4A:11-5-1G. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-596, resolution authorizing creation of specifications and advertising of requests for proposals for design of a county library branch building in Morris River Township, Block 266, Lot 36. Do I have a motion and second?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Director, I just want to say, Mr. Beck raised to this, that I am very happy that this is just getting it out to bid. We do have a deadline. This board has recognized that there's a deadline, and the idea is there's other things at work here, but this putting a library down there is going to open, what we've kind of worked on, and we've said it, that literacy is a problem in this county. This is directly, their job is to attack literacy, the problem of literacy or illiteracy in this county. And this is not just a library building. This is just a reach out, an extension to everything that the county does. And it's planned, and that was actually what this commission wanted, was see a board formed that had a vision of what this is going to be. We met, and it was actually a great meeting. We were all kind of around. We were all on the same page. County officials could go down there and meet with residents down there, because there'll be offices. There'll be almost like a visitor bathroom. I'll say bathrooms that people. I'll say bathrooms, so they can wash their hands before they take a trip back, to open up a lot of our historic sites. It's really going to be something special, and I just want to mention that our library has, I'll say, I'll do it by the month, 30 days of programming every month. And that when you're doing programs, 30 programs every month on 30 days, you're really putting it out. And this building is going to be an extension of that to bring down to commercial, Morris River Township, or even say down as a stretch, or southern Millville. It's really, I'm very pleased that we're moving forward with this. So,
I can tell.
Yeah, thank you. So, all right, so I say, so if it's a yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right.
I'll take my 5 minutes on that. So, all right.
Commissioner Logue?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-597, resolution approving change order number 2 to contract for purchase of radio communication equipment and accessories under state contract A83909T0109, computer-aided dispatch and record system for the Cumberland County Office of Emergency Management. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-598, resolution authorizing approval to submit a grant application and to execute a grant agreement with the New Jersey Department of Labor and Workforce Development for SFY 2025 Adult Literacy Innovations Initiative Program. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-599, resolution authorizing a memorandum of agreement between Cumberland County Policemen's Benevolent Association, Local 396, and the County of Cumberland, Cumberland County Prosecutor's Office for 3 years effective January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2026. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Director, just to make a comment so people know, this has been a commitment for this board that we are looking at all our unions and working with them, that we might not be able to do everything at one time, but we've actually raised wages, try to do better for all our unions to put them in a better spot. It's not perfect yet, but we're working on it, and this is another one of those union contracts, so thank you, and it's a yes, so.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero?
Yes.
Director Soleo?
Yes, and I'm just going to comment real quick and just say, with the administration's assistance and guidance, along with working with the prosecutor's office, this has come to fruition, and we want to thank you very much for, again, working with us. This is contract number 6 or 7 that we've that we finalized over the course of just approximately, not even a year. So we're trying to bring people up to standards in today's living as far as salaries are concerned, so they don't lose additional employees into other counties. So this is very important, and it's good to have a living wage in this area. So again, thank you for everybody for your assistance and your help with this contract.
Resolution 2024-600, resolution authorizing increase of monetary ceiling for legal expenses in litigation matter of Crystal Brown versus Cumberland County et al., docket number CUML 438-21. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Question? Is it getting close
Yeah.
In any way it is, yes.
No, I know that sounds cynical. It is.
Solicitor?
You know, being said, I mean, are we getting close with this?
It's getting close to trial.
Mhm. Yep.
This ain't over then.
Nope.
Okay. Thank you.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Reluctantly, yes.
Resolution 2024-601, resolution rescinding resolutions 2022-799 and 2023-795, resolution awarding a contract for providing various social services for the homeless for the County of Cumberland, Cumberland County Department of Human Services, RFP number 22-63. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-602, resolution exercising second and final option to renew contract for comprehensive credible messenger youth anti-gang identification, notification, and mentoring program for the Cumberland County Prosecutor's Office, RFP number 22-52 resubmission. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
No.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-603, resolution rescinding resolution 2024-458, authorizing a shared services agreement with Cumberland County Board of Vocational Education for video recording services. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes, I just would like to make a comment that everyone know that CC Tech is still working with our broadcasting studio, so the students still have all the opportunities that they need, but unfortunately we were not able to broadcast throughout the entire county using that service, and we wanted to continue to have transparency at our meetings and make sure that all the public meetings were broadcast throughout the entire county. My vote is yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Ditto to what she said. Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes, and another thing which was of concern brought to my attention by the superintendent of CC Tech is that a lot of times in the evening, kids wouldn't have the ability to get to the particular recordings. So that became a logistical problem for them as well. But we are still going to continue to do the best we can to continue with the CC Tech and also with the broadcasting. So thank you.
The director, is it also the Quid Broadcasting is going to work and should
Yes,
help with that?
They are,
Yeah.
yes, so our Quinn Broadcasting, thank you to Quinn Broadcasting actually for the efforts that you've made to partner with CC Tech and to work with our students, we appreciate that.
Resolution 2024-604, resolution amending resolution 2024-6 designating regular monthly meetings. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Albrecht.
No.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Deputy Director Romero.
Yes.
Director Soleo.
Yes. There you go. This is your final. This is your final. Budget report.
Yeah,
Make it a
I
good
hope I don't get through this without breaking down.
We see you're all tore up.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
But congratulations is also in there,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So, Mr. Ridgway's become a father, okay?
Yeah.
Over the
So would have thought.
I knew you had it in you.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, now make it your best treasury report ever.
I'll take it slow. All right, we began the month of August with a balance of $12,263,286.98. Cash receipts, $396,028.67. I want to point out that number is high because we had a bond issue in August, so that coupled with taxes being due in that period makes it look a lot better. We had cash disbursements of $23,292,858.31, ending the month $40,366,457.34. Itemized list of investments are attached. Totals are $53,997,187.05. That is a little bit less than your prior treasurer's report because in anticipation of the taxes coming due, and when our bond sale was, we had to move some money out of our money markets to cover our expenses. Now that the bond sale is done, we'll probably move some back into the money markets for interest earnings. Attached to your treasurer's report is a budget comparison to last year as of August 31st. Sometimes the report can be a little misleading because of the timing of when we actually pay bills. So if you have technology due at the beginning of the year, it'll distort your total percentage used. I'm expecting that at the end of the year, we should close returning about $10 million in surplus, which is the amount that we used this year for the budget. So breaking even is good, in my opinion. I'd like to see it higher, but it's not a deficit. So one thing on that, since this is my last meeting, I just want to say that it's no secret we all are aware of the juvenile housing issue that we're having. So in all likelihood in November, when you are able to do a budget transfer, you're going to have to budget transfer some monies in to cover the housing. And we're, I think, all aware of what Essex County is doing and them closing their doors. And yeah, so the costs are going to go up, and trying to scramble to find places. You're going to need a budget transfer for that. I've already got that written on my marker board in case you need to go and see what those transfers are. But other than that, it's been a pleasure working for Cumberland County, its residents, and the other department and division heads, and of course the Commissioner Board. I know everyone puts up with my snarky sense of humor, right? Or is it just that dry that no one can tell? I'm not sure either.
It's just a Ridgeway thing.
Right? So with a motion and second, you accept the file of the treasurer's report as read or summarized in some way.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Ridgway.
Good job.
Thank you.
You deserve it. You did a great job.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do I have a motion and second for authorizing payment of all salaries and wages?
I'll make the motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Do I have a motion and second to open public comment on new business?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Okay, new business, public comment. Anybody interested? Let's have a taker in the back first. All right. Who's on deck? All right.
Sandy Acevedo, Upper Deerfield Township. May someone share the exact notice from the library about the letter that you received from the library? Can that be read?
From the beginning?
Yeah, the whole letter. Yeah, the whole letter.
Have the letter. I don't have it. Just have it.
Oh, we'll get that. We'll get that.
All right, thank
Anything
you.
else? Thank you.
Hi, good evening. I'm Lisa Killian-Smith, Executive Director for Resources for Independent Living, 601 Bridgeton Avenue, Bridgeton. We just acquired yesterday, in fact, the old CC Tech high school property. I wanted to come and thank all of you personally and the authority, who's been absolutely wonderful. Jerry Velasquez and his team have been amazing. This was a long deal. I think it took us probably 18 months to put it together, but it was a lot of persistence, a lot of work. His team and he have been absolutely amazing through this. I don't think that we could have gotten through this without Jerry and his team. I cannot even tell you how much they have helped us. So we're very excited. We are in the building. We've been working in the building for several months now. If you've driven by, we saw new landscaping, new parking lot. We're doing a lot of renovations in the building. We work with people with disabilities. We're currently downtown Vineland in a 10,000 square feet, so moving into almost 122,000 square feet. I mean, we have room for activities now. We're just very thankful to all of you and to Jerry and his team, and I felt like that needed to be said, and I wanted to come here personally to be able to thank you. We do have contracts with Cumberland County through the Office on Aging. Barbara Nedahan is She's been extremely generous to us over the years. We run your adult protective services for Cumberland County, protecting its most vulnerable population. So we do case management, we run day programming, so we're very excited. We will, of course, invite you to our open house. We are starting with one wing opening and the center portion of the building. But we have some really exciting things coming, like a free grocery store for the residents of Cumberland County, a lot of case management, more mental health counseling that is desperately needed everywhere. So thank you. On behalf of my organization, I want to thank you and Jerry and the authority. So you have a wonderful employee in the authority and all of their team. I cannot express to you how much they've been, how good they've been to us.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Dean Hall, Upper Deerfield. I asked a question about your resolution 601. It's the one rescinding the contract for Casa Frac. And there's no information here of what you're going to replace that organization with. Can you let us know, or should I know anyway?
Melissa, I think Melissa's on the line.
She is on the line, yep.
Yes, I'm here. I can only hear part of what Dean said. What do you want to know about Costa Cross?
He was asking about resolution 601 and as to why we were rescinding our agreement with them and if we were replacing it.
Okay. Okay, sure. So, yes, Catholic Charities is we still have that service. So this contract cancels the agreement that we have with Costa Cross, who formerly provided for homeless prevention assistance such as back rent, back utility. As far as we know, Costa Cross is no longer operating. So we had to cancel it because if we don't cancel that contract, we lose that money. There's $104,000 set aside in the budget. So if we didn't formally cancel the budget, we would lose that money. So canceling the contract is just a way to free up the money. So we moved it over to Catholic Charities. And also, we also need to put more money into the homeless shelter because we all know how bad the homeless problem is. So that's why that was done.
Thank you, Mrs. Mouse.
That's what I needed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, anyone else? You got to arm wrestle Mrs. Ridgway.
Anyone online? Anybody on the phone want to talk? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to all my supporters here this evening. Vote for Nancy. I'm Nancy Ridgway from Upper Deerfield and Fairfield Townships. I believe it was yesterday or the day before that I read that the final permit came in for the South Avenue Bridge. Yay! I heard this morning that it took several permits, not just a permit. And we would like to know when will it be going out for bid? And the other question is, it's been several months since we've had an update on broadband. So does anybody have an update on broadband? Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to close, oh wait.
Yep, somebody, yep, right here. And if there's somebody online too, then that'd be last.
Good evening, my name is Albert Kelly, I'm mayor of the great city of Bridgeton, and I appreciate the opportunity to come before you with two issues. One would be something I appreciate you acknowledging the passing of Mr. Jack Sorensi, a former commissioner, freeholder, former councilman in the city of Bridgeton. And I would like to work with you, or have you someone to appoint to work with the city of Bridgeton to find a permanent memorial that we can name after Mr. Sorensi. Jack and I go way back. High school, working. He was an original member of my board at Gateway. At that time was Tri-County. And as I said before, he was a member of the city council. So I think he deserves some type of permanent recognition for the service to our county and to our city. Secondly, I'm aware that my term as a member of the Cumberland County Improvement Authority is coming to an end. I'd like to ask the board to extend my membership to the board. I've been a member of the Cumberland County Improvement Authority for over 35 years. I'm happy to say I've never missed a meeting in 35 years. So I'm committed to the authority. I'm committed to what the authority has done and is doing under Mr. Jerry Velasquez. I think we are an asset to the community and to the county, or the great things that we're doing on behalf of the county. If you have never been to the landfill, I would urge you to go take a look and to travel to the landfill. It is something that you would be very proud of. And I believe we had the most progressive and the finest landfill in the state of New Jersey. We received recognition and kudos from many state organizations concerning our landfill and the work that is being done there under Mr. Jerry Velasquez. As I said, I've been on the authority for over 35 years. I've been there under four different executive directors. And they all had their talents, they all had their strong points, but Mr. Velasquez is someone who has been been an asset to the county and has done great things, not only in the landfill, but economic impact. Since he's been on been the executive director, we've had an economic impact of $1 billion from 2015 to the present. $1 billion. Some projects that we're working on right now is Northeast Precast, Trout National Facility, in which comes with a $2 million, between both of them, $200 million private investment. One of the things we're proud of at the authority is that we're self-sustaining. We do not ask for funding from the county. We're self-sustaining, and matter of fact, we give money back to the county. Only authority in the county that does that. I believe we've given we do about $800,000 a year back to the county for the county budget. I think that's something that we can all be I'm proud of. We all can be proud of, because we're not a very wealthy county. We're not a poor county either, but we're not a very wealthy county. Every dollar counts. And so I'm asking you for a reappointment, another 5-year reappointment to the authority, so that I can continue to work with Mr. Velasquez and the staff that he has assembled there, and continue to do the great work, just like we heard about the OVO Tech building. Great things are being done there. We're going to be proud of cutting the ribbon there for the things that are coming for our young people.
$30, Mayor.
30 seconds? Okay. Again, and we talked about the Rowan Medicine building this evening. That was another project by the authority. And so, again, I ask you for a reappointment. I ask you to continue to work with the authority so that we can continue to find work that has been done and will continue to do to make you proud of what we're doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Kelly. there anyone online who would like to speak in public? Nobody. Okay. One more?
So in immediate response to Director Albrecht and Commissioner Albrecht, Commissioner Sorrell's request for results of what's going on, I'd like to tell you about another project that we have that's receiving federal funding, and that's called Freedom Plus. So Freedom Plus, even though there's more light on here, I'm getting old. Freedom Plus focuses on diverting individuals struggling with substance use disorders away from the criminal justice system and towards recovery. So this is at the Superior Court level, and we're able to offer this opportunity to individuals who have Superior Court drug-seeking offenses. There's a variety of them that qualify. And if they take advantage of this program, and we partner with Department of Human Services and the Capital Recovery Center and First Step, and if they participate in the program, receive the treatment, follow the recovery plan, then these are individuals who will not be incarcerated and not in our county jail. So we're going into our 4th year of this project as well. It's a grant in the amount of $900,000. And we recently celebrated, now this may seem like a small number, but these are individuals who are in the throes of serious addiction. Celebrated 5 successful completions of the program. And we've offered it to over 160 individuals at that Superior Court level. So if all 160 individuals took advantage of this would be 160 less individuals in the county jail. Your support in action at the overdose vigil a couple weeks ago, the commissioners were there, is greatly appreciated. And by championing this initiative, Freedom Plus, you invest in compassionate recovery support that empowers individuals, ultimately leading to healthier communities and reduced recidivism. So we thank you for your support of both the overdose vigil and Freedom Plus. So Freedom Plus is building a safer community in Cumberland by directly contributing to a decrease in crime and a more effective justice system.
Thank you, Mrs. Swan.
Hi, this is Melissa Niles. Can I add on to what Tracy just commented on the Freedom Plus program? Is that okay?
Go ahead, Mrs. Niles.
Thank you. So, yes, even though the numbers might sound low, and they are low, we have to remember the chronic nature of this illness that manifests in so many ways in a person's life, especially people who are on the severe end of the substance use disorder. They also have criminal thinking and behaviors and things like that. It's very hard for them to break. But I also want to compare it to when drug court first came into Cumberland County in, I think it was 2002, their first graduating class had 1. Ours had 3. So, and now they call it Drug Court Recovery Court, and it's a very robust nationwide program. So we can't despise small beginnings. And a lot of people, again, the chronic nature, a lot of people's mindset, they would just rather go do time. But we can't give up. We have to plant seeds, and we just have to keep going. And these are very worthwhile programs, and we're grateful for the opportunity to serve the community. Thank you.
Thank you for what you're doing, Ms. Niles. We appreciate it.
Good evening. How is everyone? My name's Lorraine Smith. I'm the chair of the Cumberland County Regular Democratic Party for Commercial Township. I'm a board member of the Commercial Township Board of Education, as well as the liaison for the Millville High School as an ascending district. I'm an employee with Millville Public Charter School as a kindergarten teacher, and I am the product of the original Tri-County Community Action Program under the direction of Mr. Albert Kelly. Mr. Herb DeMayo, God rest his soul, was the participant of the grant writing, and Jerry Velasquez was in charge of the homeownership program and economic development. I came up through this town, graduate of Bridgeton High School, class president. Tri-County was the first job that I had out of college. And those gentlemen put their heart and soul into this community to build Gateway CAP Agency, one of the largest phenomenal programs that there is. So right now I am asking and not even begging, but I'm just saying, you want to talk about living legends? They are living legends for Cumberland County. They have supported this organization for many a years, nonpartisan. They attend everything that they can, nonpartisan. So I indulge all of you to consider appointing them and keeping Mr. Velazquez in the position that they are, because their track record is phenomenal, and they're known all over, not just the state of New Jersey, all over the world. So I do ask, please consider before you decide to do anything that would be harmful to Cumberland County, because we in Cumberland County need to continue the leadership that's currently in place. Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioners, I did not come here tonight intending to speak, but since it's 10 years since I retired from the county.
State your name.
Don Obridge, retiree. Since it's been 10 years since I retired and I saw my good friend Albert Kelly get up and discuss his tenure with the Improvement Authority, I just felt that the need to get up and support Albert and also support Jerry Velazquez. Albert's a tremendous individual. I've known him since high school, and I continue to be his friend and wish him well.
Thank you.
Good evening, Jody Harada, Upper Deerfield Township. I know I've spoken before about the Improvement Authority, but I came here tonight because I've been sitting in the audience and I've been listening to everything, and I know most of you personally. I've served the public as the Deputy County Administrator, and I feel like I need to stand up here and look at all of you guys in the eyes and say, do what's best for the taxpayers of Cumberland County. And I know that when I worked at the county, I would say it all the time, right? And politics or whatever it is, it's our taxpayers' money that pays the salaries of all of you. And I just feel that people need to be accountable. People need to do their jobs. Whether you like the people or not, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, right? And the projects that are done through the county and how they get done and the expediency and the cost savings, those are the things that we care about. So I know that the Improvement Authority has a meeting this week, and I'm sure there's more to come, and I'm sure that we'll have responses and more people out here coming up to speak in support of Jerry for the job that he's done for the 10 years. I did bring a group of people out tonight for Albert Kelly. And the reason why I did that is because Albert's been a cornerstone of the western side of Cumberland County for many years. And I just want to bring up these points. I had a lot of conversation with many people. I actually had breakfast with Pastor Morgan this morning, and we talked about these highlights of what Albert Kelly has done for the western side of Cumberland County. He's been the longest serving Improvement Authority board member. He said for 35 years. We thought maybe it was a little longer, maybe for 38 years. He's been the longest serving black elected public official in Cumberland County. And that matters at the end of the day. When you look at the western side of Cumberland County and you look at the diversity that we have, he represents a core part of what our county is about. He's been the mayor of one of the 3 cities, and it would be disrespectful to him and his community to not reappoint him. He has served diligently and faithfully in his position with the Improvement Authority. And I have to tell you, as the Deputy County Administrator, I was also the Public Information Officer, so anytime there was a fire, an emergency, whatever it was, I would go. And there was always one person always there, Albert Kelly. Is that correct, Mayor?
Yes.
And he wasn't just there just to be there. He was like in action. There was one fire that I attended, and we had to logistically move people to hotels from the senior center. and we couldn't figure out how to transport them. And Albert Kelly said, if I have to put them in the car one by one, I would do that. He and I were there, I don't know what time it was at night, had to be close to 10 or 11. Seniors outside with no place to go, whatever they had on, robes, pajamas, and he and I could not get certain people to react to us to provide busing or transportation. So I looked at him, I said, well, if you're gonna put them in your car, I guess I'll put them in my car. And that's just the way that we are. And I wanted to share that simple story with you because there's thousands of those stories. And it's those people that make the community what it is. And so I ask you to take the politics out of certain situations and just do the job and do what's best for the taxpayers of Cumberland County. Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to close, Director?
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Commissioner reports?
You want to do yours? Get it, do it to yours.
Are we responding to the questions?
Well, one of them you can't. I think it's,
Almost before I ask for an update on the culvert or not.
I did get some information on that, if you'd like.
I just want to respond to Ms. Bridges.
well,
Sure, so
that's noted, yeah.
the county engineer indicated to me that no, the Army Corps has not given us the approval of that.
I didn't think they did,
Yeah.
okay.
As of September 10th, the MOA has gone out and has not been responded to, correct?
So this is the Army Corps on South Avenue culvert.
Right.
We're awaiting word back.
And we've been waiting that for months and months and
That's
months.
Almost a year. I think it's very, very important that people know, all right? This is not being stopped by the Board of Commissioners. We have been at the mercy of the DEP, historics, and now the Army Corps of Engineers. And I think I had a conversation with our Director of Public Works. I said, I want to get a phone number because I want to choose somebody out over there at the Army Corps of Engineers. This is totally unacceptable and absurd. And there's nothing we can't do anything with this, with South Avenue until we get this. And I just believe it's unacceptable. I mean, but our hands are tied.
And I do
I mean,
know
do
the
you
county-
fix it and then get fined?
No. I know
That's
the
what I'm
county
saying.
has been calling and advocating and
What
pushing.
we're-
for
I
this
know.
to be
What we're actually waiting for is for the New Jersey Historical Society to notify the United States Corps of Engineers that they have no concerns about the two little posts that are near the culvert. And we were told we did not have to worry about that, but when they came and did site work for the federal government, they said, what are those? And when they were told, they said, we want the Historical Society to sign off on this. And we've been waiting for the Historical Society for a very long time to send the information to the Army Corps of Engineers, who has told us that's all they need to make this work.
Director, isn't it also true that we budgeted the money, we set aside
It's
money,
the
we've
New
also
Jersey
drawn the
DOT
plans,
Yes,
we've also.
it's New Jersey DOT money, and that's one of the reasons why we have to wait for all the approvals.
We've also got a company online ready to do it, so
Yes.
we've done everything we possibly can, except we have to get permission to do it, and when that is, we can then get rolling to do it, so we're set, we've done everything we can do at this point, so it's a shame.
And we have made calls everywhere that we could make. We call regularly to ask about it. We call regularly to elected public officials seeking their assistance, which they give to us readily, and
Director,
we're all doing everything we can.
I want to add, Director, this commission, previous commission, voted to bypass, so we would not be stuck. Our traffic does move. It would be nice to have the culvert done, but we have bypassed it to make sure that our traffic can move from the south, from the Bridgeton, to the southern part of.
We've done what we can do.
We've done everything. So the traffic does move. I drive through it probably every other day, drive through that because we've committed, we're doing this, but we have to follow the procedures.
As far as broadband, it's still in the making.
It's, at this point, we're awaiting the environmental report, essentially.
Yeah, so, yeah, engineers were awarded March or April. They've been analyzing poll data with like AC Electric, Verizon, Vine Electric. They're going through the environmental assessment process, which also includes like historical impacts. But one very important piece is that we're going to have to RFP for somebody to operate, maintain, and ultimately administer everything that goes on with that. That's the biggest thing coming forward.
Well, with that said, Director, so what's the time frame of getting the environmental, what did they give us?
With the Army Corps of Engineers.
Before the end of the year?
Yeah, because the draft report is due to NTIA before December 31st. Since it's like 91% aerial, it should be more than a desk review. So the engineers are confident they'll have it done.
It's NHTSA, right? The NHTSA, is that who the organization, who's the organization?
It's NTIA and then NIST, which is kind of like more the grant compliance.
And they are okay with this time frame. They are well aware of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're good, so,
Yeah.
okay.
All right,
Do we have a closed session?
Commissioner reports first, please.
I have,
Actually, Tori, did you want to go first? Please.
Mine is just short and sweet. I want to thank the Department of Human Services and the Prosecutor's Office as well for all of the initiatives that have been going forward. It didn't just start tonight, but it's been going and going, and recovery services, addiction services, mental health services is something very near and dear to my heart. And it is a huge need that is plaguing Cumberland County, and the more services, the better, the more outreach, the better, the more that we can do, the better. This is infiltrating our schools, our children, our prisons are being overrun with this, but it's affecting our families. And that's really where our concern is, and that's the heart of the matter. And the more services that we can provide, the better. So I just want to say thank you. I know that this commissioner board and myself are very proud to support those programs. The other thing I want to do is thank everybody who came out tonight to speak about the partnership with CCIA and the county. We have had a relationship for a long time. There have been a lot of great projects that have gone out. I want to thank everyone that came out to speak about Mayor Kelly. And Mayor Kelly, you have been quite an impressive mayor here in the city of Bridgeton. I worked here as an educator for 8 years, and it always touched me when you came in at the beginning of the school year and, you know, high-fived all of our kids, and, you know, things like that matter. When our students feel seen, and I know you saw them, and that always mattered to me, and it always resonated with me, because that's how I educate, and I see that you represent that as well in the community. Because for me, in that classroom, it's not about those four walls, it's about what's outside of those four walls that we have to show our kids. So that mattered when we had people from outside of those four walls come in and reach out to our kids. So thank you for doing that. And also, I just want to recognize Jack Cerency again. I don't think that we can recognize him enough for what he did in the city of Bridgeton, and as well as on this county board. I respected him as a peer and as a friend. And he was somebody who, in the words of Jody Dorada tonight, who said, you know, put politics aside and do what's right. And he was somebody that I always believed that did that. And I was proud to call him friend, and I think he was proud to call me friend as well. I'll speak for him on his behalf. But he taught me a lot, and I will tell you that I do intend to continue to govern and to lead in his honor and his memory and in his legacy and his reflection in that way. So thank you for doing that. And I think the idea of recognizing him in the future, whether it be at the county level or the city level, would certainly be appropriate because of the legacy that he leaves behind. So thank you for that suggestion.
Thank you. Commissioner Marshall?
Sure. So I think maybe about a month ago, I mentioned that there was Hopewell Day that was coming up, so that went off about, not last Saturday, Saturday before. And I just wanted to thank everyone who came out. It was a wonderful event. We had a perfect day, beautiful weather. Many family, friends were out there. It was just a beautiful event. I've been attending it for a while now, and every year it just gets bigger and better. More people out there, more vendors. It was very incredible. So I just wanted to thank everyone who came out. I wanted to thank Hopewell, the administration over there, the mayor, and the deputy mayor, and the entire board for throwing just a great event. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Taylor?
Yes, I have a couple things I'd like to talk about tonight. One is there's a fundraiser at the Cohanzic Zoo this Saturday, 5K run, 1 mile walk. Most of us in this room have visited the zoo. It's an important part of Cumberland County, so if you don't tend to run or do the walk, if you can just stop by and make a donation, I know everybody at the zoo would be very happy and thankful for that. I also would like to say that I serve on the board for Gateway for Al Kelly. He's a tremendous leader, have the utmost respect for him, and I just want to publicly make that statement. I attended a meeting in Commercial Township this month. DEP was there. It was a great meeting with the citizens. A lot of people came out, they had little booths, and the goal was to find out who had flooding in their property, what areas of the town were experiencing flooding. So they're trying to come up with a plan to hopefully get some funding. Nothing is finalized yet, but that's in the works. I also attended the Board of Health meeting. And it was very interesting to me because where I live, I have a septic tank, and there's, I think, some communication that is not going out to the general public. There's several types of septic tanks that you can get. The one type is an 18-inch mound, and it costs you a couple $100 every year to have it certified. Aesthetically, it looks very nice, but I think what's not getting out to the general public is after 3 years, these septic tanks have to be drained every year, and the paperwork has to be done to be certified. So now the homeowner is going to pay upward $1,300, $1,600. So I think when people are shopping for septic tanks, they really should do some homework. I think the director was there. He also heard the same thing as I did.
There's a couple of things I can clarify later.
Yep. And I just wanted to touch base on the East Point Lighthouse. The East Point Lighthouse is still at the top of, our list of things that we're trying to work together to come to a resolution and help the lighthouse to reopen. That's pretty much it.
Okay, done. Very good. Thank you, Commissioner Taylor. Commissioner Romero?
Well, I'm going to piggyback on Victoria, Commissioner Lords. Everything she said about Mr. Soranci and R. Kelly, I really feel the same way too. I also like to add our DOS department promoted 17 people this month, which is a great help to moving ahead and getting people to do the job that they work very hard to accomplish. And I commendate the DOS department on that. We're moving right along with our public works. They're doing a great job. We don't see that much mosquitoes right now, but the nets are killing us. And there's nothing we could do. We're having a lot of deers are being found because of the amount of nets, and there's nothing we could do because then we'd be hurting our hawks and our eagles and everything else. So, other than that, I'm very proud of the work that's being done in the county, and just keep up the good work.
Thank you, Commissioner Director. Deputy Director. Commissioner Albright.
All right, well, we already talked about.
I know you chomp at the bit, so go ahead.
The library board, I've already kind of explained that we went over that, and I'm very happy about that. The Board of Elections is busy, and that board, this is their time, and it's they tirelessly work to get things right and move, and they have, and they're being very detailed about what's going on. Early voting, not early voting, but mail-in balloting, voting is started. But just so people know, October 26th and November 3rd, there's early voting, which you can actually go to a machine. It's Bridgeton Senior Center. And I'll give it, you just look it up, you can find addresses. The Millville Women's Club and the City of Island Powell is hosting that, and I urge people to vote. They want to vote on the street. It's very easy. It makes things count go well. Please vote early, and if not, election day. So, and just so you know, things they've asked for are they're getting the vehicles they need. There's some they talked about. There's a lot of new rules put in place, and every time they turn around, there's another new rule, another new thing they have to adapt, and this board adapts to that, and people just kick in there and do their job. So I'm very impressed with that board every time I sit down and talk with them. I had an opportunity to be on the radio with the 4-H club member, Pearl. I'm drawing a blank on the last name. She was representing as the outreach person for 4-H. And I'm not native to 4-H. I've learned a lot over time. And she went there and explained how, and it's very open, and it's a nice formal, informal and formal way of people getting involved with tried and true methods of learning responsibility, public speaking, things they do every day. That kids go from shy, don't know everything, or very insecure, to all of a sudden they're dynamic, and with the few years they speak, they're leading their groups. Saw it over and over again. Every time you see a dinner, you see these kids who were just kids, and now they're 17-year-olds that they're leading, and they'll be leaders in the future. One key thing coming up Saturday, October 5th, is the fairgrounds going to be used. It's a fundraiser, swap meet, car show. It's for the 4-H. It benefits the 4-H. Think about it. Phone number, just so people have 856-451-2800, extension 3. If you want to be a part of that. There's many other events they're doing also, and I won't go into that. I want to remind the planning board has been very active, and I just want to tell this board here that I've stressed to them, and I've been very keen that I believe the Millville Airport is a heart of the county, could be an economic edge for this county if it's dusted off and really rolling. And you mentioned Trout National, you mentioned other areas. I think, and we've also looked at the historic district, shrinking that a little bit so we can expand onto it and make the airport even better. With that, I've expressed to the planning board that there's land around that area that they look to farmland preservation, and I don't believe we should be shrinking our areas that we could have economic development. So I've said it to them. I think if the other commissioners have a difference of opinion, I'd like to hear it, because it's something I want us to be able to hit the ground running. We're talking about sewer and water. All that part of it, it goes into it, and growth, and hopefully, and as we just had the Improvement Authority have their big event, it was highlighted at the airport, which was very well attended, and I was very impressed that it was at the airport. It's been at the college for a number of years. I thought it was a perfect venue to have and show off something. I do want to point out, I'm glad Commissioner Taylor mentioned East Point Lighthouse. We're pondering different scenarios, different things that can help them, and we're working on to this day. And I just want to make sure that understand that. I also want to say Jack Cerency, I actually had a chance to serve with him on this board, and I was one of 7, and. But one day I just, when it came to push come to shove, when there were a group that was not treated very well, Jack stepped forward and stood up and said which impressed me, because he took some shots for that, and he took it in stride. He was very open when I had discussions with him, and I really appreciate it, because that group, I'm very happy that they're with that group and what they've done since then, and they've actually led the way, I believe, with a lot of our union contracts as far as the attitude and how we do things, is because of the PBA 231 and how Jack stood up for them when someone needed to stand up for them, and I really appreciate that. And I'll say one last thing with that is that I had many conversations. I had many conversations with him. As many people know, I have ideas I throw out there, and never really had a conversation until I remember I was way out Greenwich in Historic Society, and I was just throwing something out, and Jack stood there as the light, it got darker and darker, just listened and listened and listened. I go, you can go. I mean, but he just wanted to hear, and I really appreciated that time, the idea of him taking the time to listen to that, and the ideas that I'm throwing. And he goes, yeah, he said, Doug, I like to hear more. It meant a lot to me when he did that, and that's how I got to know him. That's how I got to know him, because he was open to listen. So there are other things, but I'll let that go for now.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thanks.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Progress. I'm sure you want to cut this short, but just I've had a ton of meetings with either the administration, the director, deputy director. I work with closely Director of Public Works, Kevin Sugnato. We've been doing a lot of work on different roads and intersections that we have to attend to. Equipment is unbelievable how we have to either fix or get new equipment that's been neglected over the last number of years. So we're actually bringing Public Works back up to where it should be. That all being said, I just have to say something again about Jack. I mean, Jack, the first time I met Jack was when I was field director in 2002. And I hired Jack because somebody highly recommended him. And they said that they needed him on their team for it to work. So that's what we did. We hired Jack. Jack did a stellar job when I was director. Unfortunately, I lost that election, but I didn't work with Jack. But I've always seen him, always saw him on many different projects that he was on, and also events, award ceremonies. He was always there. And I always had a tremendous amount of respect for Jack. He was, in my opinion, he had a quiet demeanor. You couldn't walk on him, but he wasn't outgoing to where he was obnoxious, to put it that way. He just was a very gracious man. So I was at his viewing, and it was nice. It was nice to see him. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'm going to make it real short for everybody. I'm sure you want to get home. I'm going to piggyback off of what all the commissioners said about Jack. I met him my first year, actually before my first year when I was running, and man of integrity and just a gentleman. So with that, Mayor, I am going to look into some type of memorial for him. And I can't make any promises, but I'll try to see if I can allocate some funds to see what we can do with that. There's a fishing tournament this weekend of 28 in Campanella Park. Danny Avina, who's a professional fisherman, will be holding that tournament there for kids. Take your kids over. The county will be there. The Sheriff's Department will be there. And it's becoming a big, this is I think their second year now at Campanella Park, and there'll be nice prizes and things of that nature, and just a good time for parents to get a hold of their children and take them out fishing, because last year I took my grandson the first time fishing ever. He was 6 at the time and caught his first little, it was nothing like his little sunny or whatever it was, but you should see the smile on his face, and that's what made it all worthwhile. So I hope to be there with him tomorrow, on Saturday. I also had the opportunity to play golf on a fundraiser for the homeless shelter. And Jill Lombardo, I don't know if you're on, Jill, but she did one heck of a job of raising funds for that shelter, and she just does a wonderful job. And that, hopefully everything goes through with, Ms. Velasco, is everything clear now with the new addition? Everything's ready to go? They haven't put anybody in it yet, have they?
For the license.
No, no.
The CO was a while ago.
Yeah, I heard there was some kind
Waiting for the
of,
license.
we're waiting for the license, okay. I knew there was something we're waiting for, which is great news. And that's another, what, 40 additional people?
Six units.
60?
Six.
Oh, 6 units. Okay.
It's about
6
40,
units.
yeah.
6 family units.
6, okay, there you go. 6 family units, right. Also, the Board of Health, to speak about what Commissioner Taylor was speaking of, septic system is what they call an ETU system. It's mechanical and gravity fed. And that's where the issues become. They're a little sticky with the codes. You have a 2008 code, 2012 code that not necessarily are contradictory, but create a little bit of mess of a problem. The Board of Health is working on repairing that issue. And the last thing, again, these are all the same issues you hear again, is the East Point Lighthouse. I have been working diligently with the DEP, with the Senator's office, with the Congressman's office, online with Mayor Weldon, to continue trying to find a way how to approach reopening the East Point Lighthouse. There's been some other approaches which we're looking at, but right now it's too premature. But believe me, it's not something that we want to see go by the wayside. The geotube is starting to erode, and this is what concerns me, so we need to try and get these things done as quickly as possible. And last but not least, I'm going to leave the Public Works Director off the hook for today, but there's a lot of work they're doing. They're getting out there, they're putting a lot of stop signs out there, trying to basically direct traffic in a sense where they slow the hell down and don't kill people. And I really am upset with the way people drive and what's going on. I just hear it time and time again. Some people have said to me, I've never seen in an area where it's so flat, where people see so many times they're getting in accidents where there's line of sight. So it's really disappointing to see how people drive, and we're doing our best to put out road signs, to put out stop signs, and to also improve the road systems. And that's just something that we're working on. Hopefully the monies can get there into our coffers so we can move on further. And that's really all I've got at this point in time. So I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And also, is there a reason for an executive session?
There is, but before we go, we just want to make sure that everybody knows that the public notice was sent, and we have a meeting October 1st, not October 8th.
Okay. Yeah, you want to make an announcement, please? Say it a little louder.
Our October 8th meeting has been moved to October 1st. Public notice went out. We just want to make sure everybody knows.
It's just a scheduling issue, so. Okay.
And yes, to answer, there is a short executive session, please, with no action anticipated to be taken after.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Resolution 2024-605, resolution providing for a meeting not open to the public in accordance with the provisions of the New Jersey Senator Byron M. Baer Open Publics Meeting Act, NJSA 10:4-12, matters relating to litigation, negotiations, and the attorney-client privilege, matters relating to employment relationship. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Albrecht?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Commissioner Director Solaire?
Yes.
Vallejo?
Yes.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.